Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here from Skidmore Fitness, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a full day of eating, but it's not just any ordinary full day of eating that I've done in the past. This is going to be a ketosis full day of eating. I recently have started a ketogenic lifestyle. And for those of you who don't know what ketosis is, it's simply where you deprive your body of glucose and you force your body to run on fats as a source of fuel. I figured this would be a perfect opportunity and video to show you exactly what I am eating on a ketogenic diet while making sure that I get in all the essential foods that I need to get in order to stay in ketosis. I know a lot of people are curious what you actually should eat while in a ketogenic state, so I'm going to take you through meal by meal and break down the ingredients and everything that I am consuming. That way it gives you an idea of what I'm eating, but also why I am eating it and how it is going to benefit me. So without further ado, it is meal number one. It is about 2 o'clock right now. I've been fasting the whole entire day, just like I normally do. I have combined intermittent fasting with ketosis, which is extremely powerful. So without further ado, let's start the video. To be starting off, we are going to be having some raw cacao powder, which is essentially the purest form of chocolate you could possibly find, and it is not the same thing as cocoa powder. Getting some fiber in there, plus an extreme amount of antioxidants. Next up, we have MCT oil, which stands for medium chain triglycerides. The reason I'm putting MCT oil in there is because it can be easily broken down into energy basically instantaneously. They act very similar to carbohydrates, except they don't provide the same blood sugar rises and insulin increases as carbs do. So I'm getting a quick boost of energy thanks to the MCTs. Next up, we have ghee, which is going to give this keto coffee a very nice buttery taste to it. The reason why I'm going with ghee is because it is the most nutrient dense form of butter, and it has basically zero dairy in it whatsoever, in addition to having some anti-inflammatory properties. Also going to be putting in just a little pinch of Himalayan pink sea salt because it contains over 80 trace minerals, and of course when you are doing any low carb or ketogenic program, you're going to be losing a lot of water very easily, so you want to make sure that you're getting that sodium back into the body, and the trace minerals that you get in addition to just sodium is absolutely fantastic. I'm also just adding some L-citrulline on the side just to give me a nitric oxide boost, and of course we have some decaffeinated coffee. If you are in ketosis or have a very low carb diet, I definitely recommend checking this out. It is very, very tasty. So we have the finished drink. Total prep time takes literally maybe 10 minutes. You just want to wait to let the coffee cool down a little bit, just so it's not quite as hot. And if you do need to heat it back up again, you can just pop it in the microwave, for 15-20 seconds or whatever. But let's have a little taste test, shall we? Wow, I have had this before, but it is so good every single time. It's like a buttery chocolate mocha. And the reason I did use decaffeinated coffee, like I said before, is just because I don't really want a caffeine fix right now. I just want to have something just to get some fat calories in, give me some energy to go through the rest of my day. So anyway, I'm gonna throw up the macros on screen for this meal right now and the total calories. After I finish this drink and do a little bit of work, I'm going to be vacuuming for a couple hours as my cardio for the day. Today is a rest day. That way I can get the fatty acids pumping through my lymphatic system so I can actually be burning fat and getting some energy. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed meal number 1. I will see you in a few hours for meal number 2. Welcome back guys to meal number 2. It is a little after 6:30 right now. I am hungry, so I'm going to make myself something that I have basically every single day. It's a low calorie but still high fat snack, so to speak, to just help push back my big final meal just a couple hours, because for dinner later tonight, that's when we're gonna have like my veggies and my carb sources and the rest of my protein and fat, so everything else. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break down what we are going to have. So again, I'm going to be putting some MCT oil into this drink. I'm also going to be putting in some coconut oil, especially for the lauric acid benefits. The lauric acid is eventually going to be converted into monolaurin, which is extremely antibacterial, antimicrobial. It is very immune boosting. So coconut oil is absolutely awesome. Also going to be putting in some apple cider vinegar. The acetic acid content in that is going to help with mineral absorption, as well as help to mobilize some more free fatty acids. I'm going to be using some bone broth, some chicken bone broth, which is very good. Bone broth is very, very easy to digest. It's also a great source of protein. And of course, I'm going to be adding again another little pinch of Himalayan sea salt to give me some sodium and some extra trace minerals. So just like before, I'm going to go ahead and throw the macros up on screen for this right now. You'd be surprised that it actually kind of has some calories to it, even though it's just some liquid and oil in a cup. But anyway, this is very tasty. The reason why I'm having this is because it's just a good thing to kind of break a fast with. The bone broth is very, very easy to digest, and the ingredients, in it, we have the MCTs and the coconut oil. Those are going to help, give me some extra energy, especially those MCTs, because like I was saying, they're just going to go straight through the liver and be used for energy immediately. So anyways, this has been meal number 2. I will see you guys in a few hours for dinner, the big feast. I'm very excited for it. Stay tuned, and I will see you in a little bit. So it is now a little after 9 o'clock. I am definitely hungry. I've been just on my feet for the past like 3 hours, just going nonstop and just trying to clean up the house and vacuuming and cleaning and everything like that to help out Mom. But anyways, it is time to eat. I am hungry. I have everything ready and prepared to go. Earlier today, I spent some time and prepared some of the food items that I would be eating for dinner. So like I did with the previous 2 meals, I'm gonna go one by one and do a little voiceover and explain what is going to be going in my mouth. So let's get to it. That's kind of what she said. Whoops. So I'm going to be starting off with some Kerrygold pure Irish butter. It's grass-fed and still has more nutrients in it than just plain old regular butter. It also adds a nice buttery taste. I'm also having some cream cheese, only because I need the fats. Also going to be making some eggs. Those are jumbo size eggs, so I like those. Definitely putting some olive oil in there just to get a different fatty acid profile. Again, that's just going towards my fat intake. This ranch dressing here, it's from a company called Primal Kitchen, and I literally spent almost 10 minutes looking for something like this in the store, It's actually made with avocado oil, so it is completely free of sugar, free of canola and soybean oil. That is absolutely fantastic. With the pumpkin seeds, in addition to being a good source of protein, they're also giving me, again, more fat and a excellent source of fiber. Pumpkin seeds are pretty easy to digest. Also throwing in some chia seeds. Those are going to give me some omega-3 fatty acids and some fiber. Of course, fiber is so important. You guys have already seen the coconut oil, but more fat. I'm going to be cooking with that. So I've already taken the liberty of weighing out a whole avocado. Again, fat and fiber in there. It is just a very, very great source of fats, and it is a very balanced source of fats. In the tin foil, I have already, again, weighed some chicken thighs. It's one of my favorite protein sources, and it has a little bit more fat in it. I'm also going to be having some riced cauliflower and broccoli. I really like it in this form. It really mixes well, and it just goes well with everything. And finally, again, I've already taken the liberty of weighing out and portioning the rest of my veggies. We have some baby spinach, some cabbage, and bok choy. Again, these are just going to be giving me lots of different nutrients and, again, fiber intake, because that is so important on a low carb and ketogenic meal program. I know the food is not going to win any awards on presentation, but in terms of taste, it is absolutely fantastic, especially when you finally add all the ingredients together, including the spices. I like to use a ton of spices. I am a spice slut. Okay guys, so I was super hungry, so I just actually finished eating my food a little bit ago, but I wanted to do as I always do in all my full days of eating videos and give you not only the total macros and calories for meal number 3, what I just ate, which is going on screen right now, and eventually here in a few seconds I will show the total macros for the entire day. So as you can see from today, my total carbs were 53 grams. However, my fiber was 30 grams, and what I am doing with ketosis, and I did a lot of research on this, like should you do net carbs, should you not only focus on net carbs, and in the past with any other like calorie tracking macronutrients, I have never done net carbs. I just threw in my fiber and went with it. But the thing with ketosis is that I just personally don't think it's healthy to just say, okay, my carbs are included, because I would be looking at like a couple cups of vegetables and an avocado, and that would be my carbs for the day. And it's just, I'm not trying to do that therapeutic ketosis where you have 90% of your calories coming from fat, 8% coming from protein, and like 2% carbs. I'm not doing therapeutic ketosis. I'm doing it more for the mental, cognitive, anti-inflammatory, and above all else, the fat loss benefits. And I'm telling you, it is working. I started ketosis last Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so day 8, and I've lost over 5 pounds. Now I know that that is not all fat. If it was, that would be a major indicator that something is wrong. Some of it's water weight, some of it's fat. As you can see here, my protein again is pretty moderate. I'm keeping it on the lower side of moderate. Again, you don't need as much protein as you think you do, and a lot of the hormones that are balanced within the body and the body is triggering when fasting and when in a ketogenic state preserves muscle mass. Plus, if you take that and combine it with the fact that I am training 4 to 5 days a week, I'm giving my body every single reason humanly possible that I know of to hold on to my muscle mass. And as you can see, my fat is absolutely through the roof. So my macronutrient ratios while in ketosis right now is 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% net carbs, which is 25 grams. So as you can see, net carbs wise, I was under my goal for today because I got in 30 grams of fiber. And let me tell you, that fiber is a very, very good and necessary thing. So far, I have had no trouble using the bathroom at all. I know a lot of people can get constipated when they start ketosis, and I just want to say that if you get in enough fiber, if you try increasing your fiber intake, I really think that will go a long way and help you out. I'm gonna keep playing around with ketosis. It's very experimental and it's fun and it's kind of quantitative, and I like thinking like that. I like this whole experience. It's very rewarding. If you've stuck with me this far in the video, I just want to update you and say that I have finally locked down the date of my photo shoot next month. It's going to be going down on February 17th. So I have a little bit extra time to keep leaning down and get below 10% body fat. I am now shooting for 8% body fat, and I only need to lose about 5.5 to 6 pounds of fat, and I will be there. But I will be talking more about myself in a future video in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. This was meal number 3, but I am going to be having one final thing in a little bit, so I will see you then. Well guys, I am finishing the night off strong with some chamomile tea. The first night I started ketosis, I slept so bad, okay? And I can't begin to tell you how important sleep optimization is, no matter what dietary protocol you're following, whatever your health or fitness goals are. Sleep is so important. I started drinking chamomile tea ever since, 45 minutes to an hour before I go to sleep. It's about 11:30 right now. So I am just going to slowly drink this and eventually get ready and go to sleep. Sleep has been pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie, which is surprising to say the least. But anyway, topic for another video. If you have learned something new and have enjoyed a ketosis based full day of eating, where I go through all the ingredients and break down the meals and just give more of an in-depth view of what you can eat on a ketogenic diet, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and be sure to let me know if you'd like to see more ketosis related videos in the future. Like I was saying earlier, I'm definitely going to be experimenting with ketosis for at least another 3.5 to 4 weeks, definitely up until my photo shoot, because it is working and I am feeling the benefits of being in ketosis, and I really like how I feel despite my strength going down. So that is a teaser for the next video, so definitely be on the lookout for that within the next week or so, give or take. But anyway guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, check me out on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you like the video, and I will catch you next time. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.